Hello YouTube, my name is Legend of DS and welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Video, this time regarding the characters that are missing in action. Characters that could or should have been, or probably that have been in previous Smash games, be it an assist trophy or a part of a Final Smash or even a costume, or they should be in a Final Smash in this game that we haven't seen yet. Obviously I'm going to be more leaning on characters that were a part of a Final Smash. Like I said, Final Smash should have been in a Final Smash as of right now, and or an announced Final Smash that aren't. And assist trophies, I'm not going to dwell too much and talk too much about Pokemon, because when the Pokemon becomes a Pokemon, many people like myself stop thinking about that character being in Smash, mostly because after their stint as a Pokemon, a new Pokemon generation comes out after the Smash Brothers that they are part in come out, and they become less and less relevant. Case in point, Zoroark. I remember in 2011, 2012, and even 2013 and early 2014, before the Greninja announcement, people thought that Zoroark was going to be the Pokemon to join the Smash series. Then he was announced as a Pokemon, and that Greninja was going to take his place. And since then, Zoroark has completely disappeared from off the map. So let's get started off with Final Smashes. So for Final Smashes, there's only two characters I should talk about here. One is a character that should have been in the Final Smash, that it isn't, and the other one is a character that is a part of a Final Smash, or was a part of a Final Smash, but we haven't seen yet. So let's start with the character that was in the Final Smash, and as of right now, it hasn't been announced, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna be what most people think, and why let's talk about it first before I say what I think. It's Chrom. Chrom was a part of Robin's Final Smash, maybe it still is, but hasn't been revealed as of yet. We haven't seen Robin's Final Smash. Now, most people, myself included, think that the only let's put it this way. With Echoes becoming a thing, people have started talking that Chrom might just become an Echo fighter of Ike. It was something that was talked about by Sakurai, I believe, when he talked about choosing Robin over Chrom when Smash 4 came out, because he felt that Chrom would have been too similar, or much more alike to Marth and to Chrom with Ike, so he decided to cut. Then obviously he added Lucina, but again, Lucina was never going to be a part of the game until they decided, let's make these three skins into actual characters with minor tweaks, and so Chrom was left out on the cutting room floor. So why hasn't been, and now with Echoes becoming a thing, there is a possibility of him becoming an actual character. Now, will he? I don't think so. I think that Chrom will stay apart as a Final Smash for Robin. I would give it a 90% chance of that happening, and 10% of him actually being an Echo. I think that the reason why he's been kept off from being announced is just that, to get people to talk about it. And I would think that with Three Houses coming out, with Fates being out, with Echoes, Shadows of Valentia being out, I think most people, and even Heroes, most people have moved on from Chrom. Only the Smash community hasn't really, and even then, it's only because of this thing now. Most people have completely forgotten about Chrom. So I don't know, it just feels weird. I don't think Chrom, maybe I'm wrong and he's an incredibly popular character, but I haven't seen too much talk of Chrom around, especially Smash Brothers, but anywhere else. So maybe, I know that he has some versions of himself, or a lot of versions, not a lot. He has the Easter one, and Easter, Christmas, and the Paladin one, I think. So that's three versions for Chrom, so which is actually good. But still, I don't think he has ranked that high in the Fire Emblem Heroes polls, but no matter what, I still think he's going to be kept away as a part of an assist trophy, because Final Smash, because if it isn't, then what's going to be Robin's Final Smash? I don't know, it seems a little bit weird. And then the other character that should have been in a Final Smash that it isn't, it's Zero. We know Mega Man's Final Smash now has Proto Man and Base, and Zero seems like the odd man out. He's the one guy that is not a part of that Final Smash, which honestly, it's a little bit weird that he is the one that is being left out and not a part of the team. The probability is that he's gonna be either an Echo, which I don't think he should be, or be much more in line of what Ganondorf, Dr. Mario, Pichu, and the previous clones were. That is, he's gonna be a character that's gonna share many traits with Mega Man, like Ganondorf does, but then it's gonna have like maybe his smashes are gonna be different, or his maybe he keeps his smashes, but the specials are different. I don't know. That's the thing of like Echoes are very much up in the air. Like it doesn't seem like right to talk about the Echoes as they're strictly clones, but there's characters that were clones, and in other games that have been considered Echoes, there are not Echoes. But you know, I think if he's a character, he either will be an Echo or will follow very much in line with Ganondorf and other characters that follow a blueprint but change something enough that they can be considered a brand new character. Now moving on to assist trophies. With assist trophies, I'm going to go with every assist trophy that has ever been in Smash Brothers since Brawl and Smash 4 that hasn't been announced for this game. I think that most, if not all of these, will come back. They're not like stages or characters. They are, although they take work, obviously, they don't take as much work as a character. They have less polygons. They have, I believe, less animations as well. So obviously they will be, and their models are also simpler from my understanding. So obviously I think that if all the characters are coming back and most, if not all stages, I know that there was that Famitsu interview with the Treehouse, but we have to remember something very important. That was translated from English to Japanese and then back to English, so there might be something there that is being missed in translation once again. Not only that, all stages, not all stages are going to come back, might just mean like, yeah, there's only going to be the Final Destination and the Battlefield and Final Destination are from Ultimate, and not going to be like the Smash. We're not bringing Smash 4, Smash Brawl, and Melee's and 64's Final Destinations and Battlefields. So you know, you never know. With assist trophies, I think every single one might come back. But before talking about the characters that are missing that could be announced for the game as playable, as Echo, or something, the characters that actually have something, there are some characters, I'm just going to say, that I don't feel have like a very big, if any, chance of being playable characters, like a 5% for each of these characters of being playable. So there have been in previous Smash games that haven't been announced for Ultimate, that I think will almost 100% be assist trophies will be Barbara, Chainsaw, the Devil, Electman, Excitebikes, Great Fox, Ellerin, Infantry and Tanks, Jill, Cat Nana, Lakitu, Mr. Resetti, Nightmare, Phosphora, although I had previously said that she could have a chance, now I don't feel so confident about it, Sable Prince, Skull Kid and Tingle. I think these are all going to be most likely full-on assist trophies. They're going to be not playable, they're just going to be assist trophies. They're going to keep their role. So let's actually move on to the characters that have some intrigue to them. So first off, let's start off with Ashley. She's obviously, I think she's going to be a playable character. She's one of the most requested characters to be from, not only in general for Smash Brothers, but from the WarioWare series. And if there are some franchises, like people like to talk about like franchises that have too many representation, like in Fire Emblem, and franchises like Donkey Kong that don't have it as much, Wario definitely stands there, because the WarioWare series is actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty big, so it seems weird for them not to be included. So it made sense for them to be a part of and have more characters, more than just Wario, which people would most likely associate with Mario. So having Ashley there to, you know, enlarge the recognition of that brand, especially because of, like, again, most people recognize it from, think about Wario as a Mario character, not the character that has his own games. So Ashley being playable would be nice, but also there's that little chance of her not being in. I would give in this one, like I said, most of the others, I think, like for the assist trophies, I said like there's a 95% chance of them being assist trophies. To her is the reverse, it's 95% chance, I think, I think, of her being playable. Then we get Dark Samus, and I can see her having two possibilities, and very much like Zero. She's either going to be an echo of Samus, or she's going to take the Samus blueprint with a couple different moves, much like I expect Zero to be, or an entire different, like maybe a different down B and different smashes, maybe different tilts, different aerials. But I think Dark Samus is 100% going to be a playable character because of echoes. Without echoes, I would have been much more iffy about it, and I believe that her the Samus costume that was to represent Dark Samus is no longer part of Samus costume, so you know it does seem likely that she will join as a Echo Fighter. Then we reach Dylan. With Dylan, I think he's going to be playable. I've said this time and time again, to represent the Nintendo's eShop and Nintendo's more smaller IPs. It's also a franchise that was built recent. He's one of the most recent Nintendo characters. It makes sense for him to be in. He's already a character that has a moveset already built from the ground up that you don't really have to think too much about. You just need to tweak him and make him work. So I think he would be a very nice character to be in. As chances go, I would give him a 90-10. So I'll put him below Ashley in possibilities and being a part of the game, but still pretty damn high. Then we have Isaac, and it's going to be interesting what I'm going to take within the next couple of people. So with Isaac, I think I'm going to discuss Isaac, Ray, MK3, and Saki. Let me see. I just wrote Saki on my notes. What's the name? The full name of the character is Saki Anamaya. I'm just going to refer to him or her as Saki from Sin and Punishment. With all three, I'm going to discuss at the same time. I think all of them have a 50-50 chance of being playable and being an assist trophy. But I think Saki and Ray have less. If I had to guess on all three, I would say Saki and Ray will be assist trophies, and Isaac will be a playable character. My reasoning for Isaac being a playable character while the other two aren't is simple. If there's anything that Smash 4 or Smash Ultimate has proven to us, it's that they're going for everything the fans have been asking for. We're gonna have a hazard toggle. We're gonna have the Smash, the hardcore community, the competitive community has been asking for a hazard toggle and battlefield forms. Both of them are in. They've been asking for what was it? The directional air dodge. They're getting it. They're asking for a faster game. They're getting it. But also the game has been very much for what everybody wants, not just for that small community. They've increased the number of obviously playable characters, which a competitive game would need less. They're like giving us more stages, more crazy. I don't think we're getting more crazy stages, but stages overall. And with the introduction, obviously not the Inklings, but of Ridley. Ridley has been one of the most requested characters in Smash ever, since Melee. And you can say, but what about Waluigi? He's been one of the most requested as well, but, you know, he is now just an assist trophy. Well, here's the thing, I will agree with Sakurai when he says that he doesn't believe that the fans that want Waluigi are truly, genuinely passionate about him, and it's just because it's a meme. I am with Sakurai. I believe it's much more of a meme than it is people actually caring for him being a playable character. But with Isaac, he's been one of the and then you have Ridley, one of the most requested characters. People have wanted him for a long time. He actually makes sense. He's a villain on one of Nintendo's oldest franchises, one of the most underrepresented franchises. And also another thing that Smash is underrepresented, villains. Before Ridley, we had 2 villains. Now, obviously, we still have very few in 3, but it makes sense for him to be in. And Isaac is a character that, time and time again, is a part of the most requested characters, the most talked about characters. While Ray and Saki, I say they're most likely going to be, I would say if I had it in the toss-up, I would say they would be assist trophies, is because they don't really have that much of a fan base anymore. Yeah, they get brought up time here and there, but very sporadically by a very small group of people. Then we have Isabelle, which I think she's with Dark Samus 100% going to be a character, and I think an Echo. I don't think they're going to create some new moves for her to be in the game, to be different than the Villager. Then we reach Magnus, a character also missing, and I just put him here because although he's, I think 75, I think he's going to be in the assist trophy, giving it a 75%. I don't know why I say 75%. I don't know, but it's just funner to me that way. But I would give him a much bigger chance of being an assist trophy. But I would not be shocked that if he was in fact a brand new character for the Jesus, I'm blanking. The Kid Icarus franchise. And you know, you never know. The character, like, again, the models are already there. Obviously there's a big difference between a regular model and a playable model, but still I can see him becoming a playable character, although with no introduction, with no Kid Icarus game on the horizon and between Smashes, I don't believe it will happen. Then we reach the final character, which would be Shadow, and I think Shadow will be very much in the same boat as Dark Samus and Zero. Probably an Echo, but it could have some different moves. I think, like, for example, his up B could just be a teleport like Mewtwo, like Chaos Control. His down B could be a Bayonetta style counter with the Chaos Control. It will be very, very interesting to see. So yeah, that was the video, and I think I got it done in a good amount of time. My timer says 15 minutes, and there wasn't anything for me to edit out, so that should be about right. So anyway, tell me in the comment section what do you think of all the characters that haven't been announced as either an assist trophy or a part of returning as a Final Smash like Chrom, or what do you think of Zero? Will he be playable? Will he not even be in the game and just be a costume for the Mii Fighter once again? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been the Legend of DS. The Legend of DS. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.